probably been about 2 months ago or 3 months ago, my company, Senior Select, had mailed you a little white card. And it was just simply telling you if you're between the ages of 50 and 85 that the federal government provides funeral expense benefits. And it looked like you had filled it out. It's got Patricia Honeycutt, birthday January 24th, 1943. And you even put your email address. It's ttownbell@aol.com. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And well, the reason I was calling is I'm the state qualifier for the company, and I'm gonna be in Moundville, Alabama tomorrow. And I needed to stop by and see you just for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now I can come between 10 and 2, or I can come between 2 and 6. What's the best time I can catch you at home for about 10 or 15 minutes? Right. You live where? Spell that. How far is it from Moundville? What is his address? So you live in Cottondale. So you don't live at 291 Griffin Drive anymore. Okay. You trying to get some life insurance coverage? Yes, ma'am. And do you currently have a checking or savings account? Okay. All right. What would be a time which I could do this? I mean, unless you just want her there. I mean, I can come by. I mean, I can come by in the morning. Which I can handle all this as long as you do. You have your own personal account and everything like checking. You got checking or savings? Because the way they set it up, Patricia, the way I do, all I do, Miss Honeycutt, is I just come by and get you qualified, and then once I get you qualified, all I do is enroll you. But now we do set it up on a bank graph, okay? And so I would basically what. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Well, do you want to call her real quick, and I'll call you back in a few minutes to see what time she can come by, and tell her we won't need her to be there but about 25, 30 minutes. Okay. And you can either call me back or I'll call you back. I'll call you back between 8 and 8:30 if I hadn't heard from you, okay? All right, thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Okay, what was that about?
She wants her daughter to be there. Her daughter's a school teacher, so she's gonna call her daughter. What I'm gonna try to do, I'm just more comfortable doing it on my ear thing, but I'm gonna try to do it on speaker.
Okay.
So you can hear the whole enchilada.
I'm staying all day tomorrow. Talk to Max. He's with Keith.
See, most people can tell when you got them on speakerphone.
I know. So don't hesitate to go back.
Hey, is this Miss Thomas? Hello? Is this Miss Thomas? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hey, Miss Thomas, I'm sorry, I had a bad connection. My name is Joe Lauro, and I represent a company called Senior Select. And my company had mailed you and Mr. Thomas a little card about 2 or 3 months ago, and it was telling you about our final expense plans. And it was just simply telling you, hold on one second, I got an echo coming in. Hey, let me hang up and call you right back. For some reason, I got a bad connection. I'll call you right back.
That sounded weird.
Okay, can you hear me better now? Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Thomas. My name is Joe Lauro, and I'm not a telemarketer. I represent a company called Senior Select, and my company, Senior Select, had mailed you and Mr. Cecil a little white card about 2 months ago, and it was telling you if you're between the ages of 50 and 85 that the federal government provides funeral expense benefits. And I don't know if Mr. Cecil filled it out or you did. It's got Cecil Thomas' birthday, March the 4th, 1940. It's got Joanne Thomas' birthday, January 23rd, 1944. Had this phone number to call, and it's got you live at 262 Hoggle Road in Moundville, Alabama. Do you remember that card I'm talking about? Okay, and the reason I was calling Miss Thomas is I'm the state qualifier for Senior Select, and I'm going to be in Moundville, Alabama tomorrow, and I needed to stop by and see you and Mr. Thomas for about 10 or 15 minutes. Now, I can come between 10 and 2, or I can come between 2 and 6. What's the best time I can catch you at home? Well, why don't I do this? I'm just going to pencil you in somewhere between 4 and 4:30, because I imagine y'all would probably be through with most of your doctor's appointments by then. Would that be okay? And like I said, I only need to see you for about 10 or 15 minutes. All right, now I'm just re-verifying your address. Now, your address is 262 Hoggle Road in Moundville. Is that correct? Okay, well, is your address 262 Hoggle Road, Moundville, Alabama? Okay, as long as we can, I got that in the GPS. All right, now real quick, Miss Thomas, let me ask you, I'm just asking you a few quick qualifying questions. Have either one of you used any tobacco products in the past 12 months? Okay, because they give you a discount for that. And do either one of you get any form of Social Security, disability, or anything like that? Okay. And do either one of you currently have a checking or savings account, because they give you a discount if you have a bank? Either a checking or savings account, because they give you a discount if you have a bank. Like if you have a bank account. Okay, that's no problem. Well, what I'll do tomorrow, Miss Thomas, and of course, when I come by, I'll show you my license from the state of Alabama. And basically what it was telling you, Miss Thomas, all this was telling you, if something happened to you or something happened to Mr. Thomas, all the government pays is $255 if you qualify. And the way most life insurance works, of course, the older you get, your premiums go up, or at a certain age, your policy cancels. And what we do as a company, we lock Mr. Thomas in at age 71, and we lock you in at age 68. Your premiums don't ever go up the rest of your life. It's a whole life policy. And of course, the money that y'all pay into that policy builds cash value, so it's kind of like a savings account for you. And if either one of you were to get killed in an accident, it pays what they call double indemnity. It pays double to the family. Now keep in mind, the only reason I'm calling you, I'm not calling you out of the phone book. I'm calling you because, y'all had filled this card out. And simply all my job is anybody that fills out these cards and mail them in, then basically my job is to simply go visit with them and explain the program to them. And that's why I'm calling. So I don't want to alarm you or scare you or nothing like that. But I'm going to try to catch you tomorrow somewhere between 4 and 4:30. Would that be okay? Okay, all right. And of course, when I come by, Miss Thomas, I'll show you my identification. By law, we have to show our state license and everything. So I'll have that with me when I come, okay? All right. Thank you, Miss Thomas. All right, bye-bye. Hey, Miss Patricia, I'm sorry, I was on the other line when you tried to call. What did you find out? Okay. Okay. What is her number? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. What is her name? Crystal. Okay. All right. All right. I'll give her a call real quick. Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you, hon. Bye-bye. Hey, is this Crystal? Hey, Crystal, I didn't mean to bother you. My name's Joe Lauro, and I've been speaking with your mom. I represent a company called Senior Select, and my company had mailed your mom a card probably about 2 months ago, and it was just simply telling her she was between the ages of 50 and 85 that the federal government provides funeral expense benefits. And I think she said you filled it out and mailed it back to us. And what it was Yeah, what I told her, Crystal, basically the way it works, okay? All right, whenever you pass away or I pass away or your mom passes away, if you qualify, all the government pays is $255, okay? And the way most life insurance works, the older you get, your premiums go up, or at a certain age, your policy cancels on you. And what we do as a company, now when I come by, I don't collect any money or anything. I have a license from the state of Alabama. I've been appointed by the state to do this program for our seniors, okay? Now, I can actually write ages 0 to 85, but we typically target ages 45 to about 85, okay? All right, what we do, we lock your mom in at age 69. Her premiums never go up the rest of her life, and her policy is guaranteed never to cancel. It's a whole life policy, okay? And the money that she pays into that policy, of course, builds cash value, so it's kind of like a savings account. Let's say 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, she wants to borrow against her policy. She can borrow some of the money back out of her policy. But we recommend that she don't do that because it is for her final expenses. And also, this policy has what they call double indemnity. And what that means is if she gets killed in an accident, if she had a $10,000 policy, of course, it pays double. It pays 20. Okay? And basically, all I do is come by, because of the Privacy Act, I have to make sure she is who she says she is. And I have to get her qualified. I have to ask her a few health questions, so I have to be present when I do that because I'm licensed by the state. once I get her qualified, then I'll show her the plan. And then, of course, whichever plan she picks out, all I do is enroll her. I don't collect any money. Now, we do set it up on a bank draft, and that's what I explained to her. It would either be on a checking or savings account. And she said, she was looking at getting some more coverage, but, of course, she likes you to be there. And so she just told me to call and see when would be a convenient time for you tomorrow. And like I told her, I only need to see you. I'm actually working in Moundville and Akron, Alabama. I'm staying in Tuscaloosa over here at the Jameson Inn. And I told her, I would only need to see her for about probably 20, 25 minutes. So, she just, what would be a good time you could meet us over there at your brother's house? Okay, the name of our company is Senior Select, and we're based out of Opelika, Alabama. Now, I have a website if you want to pull us up on the internet and pull up our, Opelika, Alabama, and see what it is. I have a license from the state, and see, we have several companies we can write for. We're like brokers. And the company I'd be looking at putting your mom with is a company called Foresters, or either Texas Life. And both companies are either an A-rated company or a 5-star rated company, which is the highest rating you can get. Okay, they've been approved by the state of Alabama to do this program. And both companies, Foresters has been in business for 135 years, and Texas Life has been in business for 111. Right. Well, now keep this in mind now, Chris. Right. And keep it. Right. And don't get me wrong, like when she was younger and the kids were smaller, I mean, term's not a bad deal. But now all the kids are grown and gone. I mean, really the only thing she really needs is a whole lot. Because, see, she's on a fixed income. And see, the good thing about whole life, it never goes up. And you know how term works. Once the term's up, the policy's gone, or the premiums start increasing. And, of course, it doesn't build any cash value either, And how much, if you don't mind me asking, about how much coverage does she have? And keep in mind now, I'm only calling. Uh-huh. And do you know if it's a whole life policy? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Hey, I understand. I understand. Well, I mean, it's very honorable that y'all are doing that, taking care of her. So, but the thing, right, right. Woo, Lord, you're brave. You're brave. Hello, here I am. Right. Well, let me ask you this: would you have any problem if I went over there and showed her everything, see what I could even do for her? Because I've got another guy that'll be with me. He's in training, and I mean, when we get, I got you. I understand. Right. I got it. Right. you. I completely understand. Well, you just tell me what you want me to do. I'm going to be here all day Wednesday and part of the day Thursday. You know, yeah, but the thing is, see, I have to see her. To write the insurance, I have to see her. She has to sign the papers and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to read it to you exactly what it says. It says, if you are between the ages of 50 and 85, the federal government provides funeral expense benefit that many seniors living today are not aware of that they qualify for. However, these benefits are thousands of dollars below the expenses of today's funeral, estimated by the National Funeral Directors Association between $7,000 and $10,000. So what that means is they're saying the average funeral costs between $7,000 and $10,000. And it says your family is responsible for the unpaid balance. Thousands of seniors nationwide are applying for new funeral expense benefit, which will pay up to $35,000 for these expenses. It is important to register for these benefits available to you to receive information on the plan design for today's senior. Return this postage paid within 5 days. Okay, and basically. No, what it is, all right, what it does, and I, I agree, but unfortunately, I don't write these cards. I just have to respond to them. It says that there are federal government provides funeral expense benefits that many seniors are not aware of today. But what they provide is $255 if they qualify, which ain't nothing. It's peanuts. Okay. Right. But what it does is, see.
Get off.
Right. And